Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just finished up a Zoom call with the Miss Universe Nepal girls. I am one of the ambassadors for Miss Universe Nepal, and I got to have a conversation with all the contestants who are competing for the title of Miss Universe Nepal to earn the right to represent Nepal at Miss Universe. As I was chatting with them and as I was reminiscing about my journey, I guess, in the pageant world, my experiences in the pageant world, I couldn't help but think about the fact it has been exactly 2 years ago yesterday that I really started this YouTube journey. It was more than 2 years ago because I talked about Miss Universe 2018 leading up to the final night of Miss Universe 2018, but it was just 2 years ago on December 16th that Catriona Gray won Miss Universe. Now, I definitely want to hear in the comments, I want to hear from all of you who have been here since like day one of this YouTube channel. For those maybe who don't know, in December, maybe it was November, I think it's December of 2018. In December 2018, or like around Miss Universe 2018, I made a predictions video. I made a predictions for Miss Universe 2018 of who I thought was gonna win the title. I had Miss Catriona Gray, Miss Philippines at the top of my list because I had been a fan of Catriona when she represented Philippines at Miss World. So I was always a fan of Catriona, and then I kept her strong in my predictions that year at Miss Universe. And I just had a ton of fun making videos about Miss Universe. I had so much fun making videos about Miss Universe 2018 because, again, if you've been here, I was quite pregnant at that time with Lily. But anyways, I made a ton of different videos about the pageant, the prelims, and the reason I did so was because I made a predictions and a ton of you loved it. Like literally thousands of people watched this video. That was the most viewed video I had at the time on my YouTube channel, and I was just blown away that people wanted my opinion, they wanted my thoughts. And yeah, that's kind of where it all started. I started making a bunch of videos for Miss Universe 2018. You guys were loving them, my subscribers were increasing, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is something that people are resonating with. People want to hear my opinions on the pageant world, and it was so much fun. That's where everything really began 2 years ago, which is so cool. So at the time of watching Miss Universe 2018, like on the final night, Lily was in my tummy and Brennan and I were sitting on the floor watching the pageant, and it was just so exciting. It was so cool as well to see, I guess, like how my predictions unfolded, and I kept saying that my top two was going to be South Africa and Philippines, and sure enough it came down to South Africa and Philippines, and it was just so exciting, so cool to see. I remember the moment when Catriona Gray came out in the lava gown, like major goosebumps, my jaw dropped. I just remember thinking, oh my god, this girl is on fire, like this is it, she's gonna do it. And of course she ended up winning the title of Miss Universe. I also want to take this opportunity to share why I talk so much about the Philippines, why I have so many videos about the Philippines. For those who don't know, for those who haven't seen my videos where I literally explain this, I have videos titled, or a video for sure, why I love the Philippines so much, or why I talk about the Philippines so much, something like that. And so for you guys who don't know, I am from a place called Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. That's my hometown, and growing up we had like a huge Filipino community in Moose Jaw, and so I always kind of like felt like I had a sense of the Filipino community like within my community, I guess, or like I always felt one with the Filipino community, if that makes sense. And then when I went to Miss Universe was held in the Philippines, and I was so warmly embraced by the Philippines with my message of body positivity, and I really felt like I was in like my home country. Like I felt like I was so supported by the Philippines, and that's what I always tell people when they ask me like, what was it like to be competing at Miss Universe in the Philippines, one of the biggest pageant countries in the world. And I always say that the Philippines didn't just support Miss Philippines, they supported every single candidate. And I felt so supported that now, since I competed at Miss Universe a few years ago, I just have this sense that like I was embraced by the Philippines, and I am always going to embrace the Philippines. I am always going to show my love, support for the Philippines and that for their pageants, their pageant contestants. And that's the biggest thing right there. So I mean, if people don't identify with that, if they don't like that, that's fine. I can't really change people's minds. I can only just share my story and what's true to me and what my experience, what my life has been like. And then from there, for those who also don't know, I went back to the Philippines twice after that. So I've been to the Philippines 3 times. I was there for Miss Universe. I returned to Canada after I competed at Miss Universe, and then 3 weeks later, after coming back to Canada, I went back to the Philippines, flew into Manila, and was there to help open the first Tim Hortons in Southeast Asia. I got to take my dad and brother with me, and they also got to experience the warmth of the Filipino people, the amazing hospitality, the food, the beauty of the Philippines. And we just all have so deeply then resonated with the Philippines. And from there, Brennan and I, my husband and I, got to go to the Philippines. So July 2017, we then again got to experience the hospitality of the Philippines, the beauty of the country, the beauty of the people. We were so warmly welcomed that we couldn't wait to come back. And then of course we got married and then had Lily, and now it's COVID times, but we just have always felt so part of the Filipino community that it's always resonated with me. So when people say like, so many videos about the Philippines, Pinoy baiting, or whatever people say, it honestly is so disheartening to me, because I'm like, okay, I don't know where you're from, but you clearly were not one of the people to like really embrace me. I don't really know. I shouldn't have to explain myself, I guess, but I also want to say that, you know, because of all these experiences in the Philippines, and I've always really supported Filipino queens because they have been inspirations to me, i.e. Pia Wurtzbach and Catriona Gray. I absolutely love them. I think they're just incredible women. Pia Wurtzbach was like, is like my #1 idol in the pageant world. I just absolutely love her. And so it's hard when people are like, you know, why are you always talking about the Philippines? I'm like, Philippines honestly has felt like a second home to me. I have been so warmly embraced by the country, by the community. And from there, I obviously have a large Filipino audience, and I do want to remind everyone that I make my videos based off of popular suggestion. Because my time is very limited, very in demand with Lily and with everything else I'm working on, if I get one request for a certain video, whether it be about, you know, a particular pageant or something, one request, it just doesn't make sense for me to make it, because it takes so, I think this is also what people don't realize, it takes so much time to plan, to record, and to edit a video. It takes so much time. So I base my videos on your requests. If you want to see something, I will do my best to put that video out there. And just like anything in life, like the more people that want something, like for example, say in like a business, like if you have one person that wants a certain t-shirt from your company, I mean, you could maybe try to make that one t-shirt, but then if you have thousands of people wanting a different kind of t-shirt, you're gonna make the t-shirt that thousands of people want, not the one person, like not the one t-shirt. And I think that's maybe an important message for myself to be reminded of, and maybe for some of you as well, is you cannot please everyone. You cannot go out of your way to please every single person in the world. It's impossible, and there's always gonna be people who don't like us, who don't like what we do, who don't like, say, our product, or our videos or content. That's been something that's been hard for me to like accept, is like, okay, not everyone's gonna like you, not everyone's gonna like your videos, not everyone's gonna agree with the content you put out, and that's just the way it is. And it's something I'm learning to like embrace and accept, and that's part of why I wanted to talk about this, is this has been a journey for me as well. I think I've always been so warmly embraced by the Philippines that when I continue to make videos about Bini Bini Pilipinas, Miss Universe Philippines, about the contestants, I truly loved it, because again, I have felt like Philippines is like my second home. And when people act like I'm just doing it for like, just because I'm trying to get like Filipino fame or something, like it bothers me. And maybe this is important to say too, I have been offered so many sponsorships or like contracts to make money by promoting products from the Philippines and products in Asia, but I feel like I don't know enough about these products or what it's like to live in the Philippines, live in Asia, that I don't feel comfortable accepting this money. And so I've said no. It all honestly stems from passion, and also from what you guys request and what you want to see. And yes, creators do make money on AdSense, like Google AdSense pays for a percentage of if there's an ad on your video. an ad that they put on, not that you put on. So like it comes up and you can like hit skip or whatever. That is all done by Google. That is not done by the creator. So yes, if you do have hundreds of thousands of views, you will make more from AdSense. But again, like it isn't enough unless you're getting millions of views, or I mean, this is only my experience, I guess. I actually don't know. I can't speak for other creators, but I will tell you this, I do not make these videos solely for the money, because if I was, I wouldn't be able to support like myself and Lily and our family the way that I've been able to with like my Instagram and with all of that. So anyways, long-winded video, but it just, I've really been reminiscing about the last couple of years and what it's looked like and how the journey has been, and the fact that this all started, this YouTube channel, with me doing a Miss Universe Favorites 2018, having Catriona Gray as my winner from day one. So congratulations to Catriona Gray for having your 2-year anniversary since winning the crown. That's so exciting. I still can't believe that we're 2 years out from that. Like I said, I don't know how you guys feel. It feels like just yesterday, but also a lifetime ago. So let me know in the comments if you've been here since those videos. Have you been here since December 2018 when I really got started with the pageant videos? I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments if you've been here since day one. Thank you guys again for your endless support. For those who truly resonate and support what I'm doing and the way that I'm trying to talk about different countries and the contestants and everything, I appreciate you so much. I have these moments where I'm just like, why am I doing this? Like, because people can be so mean. I've had this girl message me and said like she used to be a big fan and now she doesn't agree with what I'm doing, and I'm like, anyways, for those who have always been so supportive, thank you so much. You mean so much to me, and the fact that you guys appreciate it is why I keep putting out videos. I hope you're all doing amazing. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next video.